I have 10 current RB2s that you need to make sure you roster in 2025. Number one, with a bullet, Braylon Allen, running back from the New York Jets. You're already hearing rumors that he's pushing for the starting role. Obviously, Breece Hall is extremely talented, but even if it isn't the case and he is still RB2, that tells you that the team is really excited about him and going to keep getting him work. Last year, he started to produce, and you started to see signs of life out of his fantasy career. So get him on your roster now and be successful. Number two, Ray Davis of the Buffalo Bills. I know James Cook just signed a 4-year extension, and that's great. Cook has a role in this team, and so does Davis. Davis, last year, we saw him get well over 120 touches. I think he probably gets closer to 150 touches this year, and he's a productive running back. Out of the backfield as a runner or a pass catcher, I think they can use him in both roles. Number three, Will Shipley, Philadelphia Eagles. I know Saquon was a monster last year, and I'm sure he will be an RB1 this year. But you never know if the injury bug's going to hit. You never know if they're going to want to try to decrease the workload a little bit. Shipley has looked good, not only in this preseason, but he's a good ball player coming out of college. So he's a guy that I think you need to have on your roster. Would definitely be more of a stash with hopeful upside, but I definitely like what I've seen so far, and I think he could give you some value this year. Number four, David Montgomery, Detroit Lions. I know that he's been their RB1 for the last few years, but he's clearly going to move into an RB2 role, with Jahmyr Gibbs really showing out in the last year. But that's still a very suitable role for him. He can still be a touchdown hawk. He can still get you a solid amount of rushing yards. I think he's very fantasy relevant. He's probably a mid to low end RB2, should be on your roster and probably a startable guy most weeks. Number five, Jordan Mason of the Minnesota Vikings. Aaron Jones continues to age, and Jordan Mason's looked good throughout his time in the NFL. I think it's smart to hold on to him, not only because Aaron Jones loves to get injured for a few games, but also they could lighten the load and try to help keep him healthy by sprinkling in more of Jordan Mason. Get him on the back of your roster, kind of like Will Shipley. You're getting him with the hopes that you see a little bit more, but I think he gives you good production this year. Number six, Rachaad White of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I know Bucky Irving's number one, but Rachaad White is still a very usable running back in fantasy. He can get you stuff out of the backfield. You've seen it in the preseason already so far. He's still looking good, looking healthy. I think he's a guy that you need to make sure you roster. Number seven, Zach Charbonnet, Seattle Seahawks. Kind of like the Braylon Allen mold, you're already hearing rumors out of Seattle, just rumors, that he could be their RB1 over Kenneth Walker. I don't know that that's the case because Kenneth Walker's a very good running back when healthy, but that means that he's probably still going to see an increase in workload. So you got to get that on your roster. Number eight, Isaac Guerrero from the San Francisco 49ers. You'll want to keep on your watch list all San Francisco 49er running backs. I mean, I know Christian McCaffrey kind of is on again, off again with the injuries, but with the wide receiver situation and so many guys injured right now, and you're hearing rumors week 6 that you might start seeing some of these guys come back. It's kind of Ricky Pearsall, maybe Jacob Cowing, and then you're going to need running backs to get involved. So maybe Christian McCaffrey kind of sees more of a wide receiver type role and they flex him out a little bit more. One of these other running backs is going to get involved, and I think it's Guerrero. He's got the speed. He looked good last year, and I think you're going to want him on your roster this year. Number 9, Blake Corum from the Los Angeles Rams. I know in the first preseason game, which is just a preseason game, got a couple of tutties and looked kind of like the Michigan Blake Corum that we've seen in past. I think that they will want to get him involved a little bit more because he is definitely a physical force at the running back position, and he's a guy that you want on the back of your roster. Another one of those that if I'm loading my top 10, he's probably near the back half of my 10, so I'm going at some of these other running backs more, but definitely one you'll want to get on your roster this year. And closing it out with number 10 is a name that you all know, Tank Bigsby from the Jacksonville Jaguars. He's kind of already pushing for their RB1 type role. I know that they've got ETN there, and he's a very electric guy with the ball in his hands, but Bigsby's looked really good as well. So I would absolutely be targeting Bigsby in the running back 2 role with definite upside for kind of high-end RB2 production, maybe even low-end RB1, depending on how these touches get moved around in the season. But Bigsby's a great play, and I would absolutely grab him.